last time on Out of the Abyss, you all made it to Blingdenstone. You traveled for a while, you got to the outskirts of the town where you saw that there were lots of mines and fungal farms and just different places of industry run by gnomes. And you came across a certain. What the fuck is his name?
Mr. Pickshine.
Yeah, I'm looking for his first name. I thought I wrote it down in front of me. But yes, a Mr. Pickshine, whose first name is there's so many. There are so many gnomes in this town.
Mr. Pickle.
Mr. Pickle.
Also,
Dasco.
There is another Pickshine as well, remember?
There
people that we
is.
have a quest for.
There is another Pickshine. I'm gonna write that down. Dasco Pickshine. Richest man in Blingdenstone. You actually ran across him and had a rather awkward first impression. But you managed to convince him to take you to the entrance of Blingdenstone and get in. Though he seems to have a less than favorable opinion of the lot of you. But no matter, that's not going to cause problems at all. You did arrive at the Foaming Mug, which is a tavern specifically reserved for non-gnomes. It's got regular sized beds, taller ceilings, bigger chairs, and a very, very enthusiastic barkeep / innkeeper named Tappy. And that's basically where we left off. You guys,
all this stuff about like House Mizrin and like her mom and like all that.
Oh yeah. I forgot. Yeah, you saw a little ending, a little cutscene where Ilvara Mizrin was about to send a scouting party to figure out where you guys are so that they can intercept and take you. But she got a little message, a little phone call from Mommy, her mother, the matron of House Mizrim, informed her that if she did not bring your asses back to Menzo Berenzan in chains by a certain time, that Ilvara herself would be offered up in a holiday to Lolth. To which she decided that she would personally come and get you because she can't fuck this up. And her mom is really hot. That was established.
Yeah, that was the downfall of why we're probably going to get captured again.
More than likely, yes.
Hot mommy.
Yeah, we're like, dang it. I guess we gotta.
Also,
Well, the mother's not coming after us.
Huh?
So the mother's not coming after us, the daughter is.
Yeah.
You
We don't know what she looks like right now.
So, yeah, you guys are in a lot of trouble. But you don't know that.
Or exist.
None of you know this is happening.
Yes, this is all OOC.
I just wanted to give you a little insight.
That's the mom, right? Misery is the mom.
Yeah, Misery. Yes. Okay, so.
And then her daughter's name is what again?
Ilvara.
Is she Mystery?
Ilvara. Okay.
So Misery is kind of funny to me because
Misery Mizrin.
Yeah, like it sounds like misery.
I think it's supposed to.
Yeah, like she gives because the House Mizrim canonically is in charge of slavery. Like they are slavers. And that's their whole, and they are the 5th house, meaning there's only 4 houses more influential than theirs in Menzo Berenzan, which is huge.
Also, just the way that you described her, like literally just scowling, like she just looks like a miserable person.
Yeah. She must be
She does
really.
look.
Do
she
they
looks
have
angry.
like? Do they have like spider parties? Does she just like sit in the corner, like by the punch, and just like
Yeah, there's
scowls?
literally a spider festival.
Yeah, I bet she
I know.
attends just to be a Karen about everybody's outfits.
If you
Yeah,
wore
she
that
looks like a
cute.
Capricorn.
Yeah,
Hey,
absolutely.
Hey, okay, but Yaslin is a Cancer.
Okay, fair.
yeah, but,
Hmm.
Yes.
but I was born in December. End of
Yes.
it.
I know. Pradix is a Mizrim, but Yaslin is a Cancer.
Hmm.
I think all your outfits look amazing.
Huh?
I said I think all your outfits look amazing.
I just heard my baby scream. He's supposed to be sleeping right now, and I think I woke him up.
Oh,
Whoops. Sorry, Steven. That was an accident. Yeah, so Misery is also a character I did not invent. She does not appear in Out of the Abyss, but when I did research on House Mizrim, she was she had a little description, so I was able to
well,
fit that in.
I guess we
Is
got
it
it.
Mizrim or Mizrin?
Mizrim with an M. Yeah, it's weird, huh?
Yeah.
A lot of Drow words are hard to pronounce. And just so you know how big Menzoberranzan is compared to like Bladingstone, Bladingstone has about 300 citizens. Gracklstoke has about 5,000 citizens. Yeah, had. Menzoberranzan has anywhere between 30,000 and 70,000, depending on the time and what's going on.
Hmm.
So it's big. You ain't going in there blunt force.
Hmm.
All right. Okay, so quick housekeeping. You guys told me that you were interested in getting help for Sereth. You wanted to shop, and you were going to return the ring to the Ruby in the Rough, which is where the dead are laid to rest. It is a shrine. It's a temple to a deity called Sigojin something. Sigojin Earthcaller, a gnomish deity of nature and gems and shiny things.
Hmm.
Can you repeat that?
That was very mischievous, by the way.
Can you repeat that?
Sigojin, which is spelled Segojan,
Uh-huh.
Earthcaller.
Is that a person?
It's a gnomish deity
Ooh.
whose
Down.
domain is nature, like the earth, and gems.
I mean,
I think it might be good if we, if people want to go shop, they should go shop. I would like to return this ruby back to its rightful owner. I'm sure if people want to come along, they're more than welcome to. I will be spending my time there, and then afterwards going to the library.
The ring?
I will be
Or-
taking Seraph to get help.
Okay.
Hmm.
So
By the ruby, do you mean the ring?
Yes, the ring. That's what I.
he meant Ruby in the Rough is the name of the temple.
Okay.
Right, the ruby in the rough. I will return the ring to the ruby in the rough,
I'll go with
rightfully
you.
so.
Now, does
Right.
Cora want to go shopping, or does she want to visit the temple of the god of nature and gems?
so I think it would really depend how she was like told about this information, because you're telling Elephane
Us.
the player.
Yeah, okay. I would say
So I would say like at this point she doesn't know about it. So maybe
okay.
priority would be
Shop.
to go shopping, and then afterwards maybe she like hears something when she's in the town or something, and then she's
Yeah.
like,
I know.
Yeah.
So Jim Jar would want to help you bring the ring. So he'll go with you there.
Absolutely.
And yeah, so okay, who's going shopping? Who's going to the temple?
Lucius would join Cora for shopping,
Okay.
more than likely.
Do all of you have something you want to specifically buy?
Yes.
I'm trying to. I'm making a little shopping list. I don't know off the top of my head.
Okay. I think it'd be
Probably
easier
more
if we all
ammunition.
did the shopping at the same time rather than splitting it up, because then I have to think about 2 shopping sessions instead of just one.
I don't have any shopping I
It's-
want to do. That's why I was
Okay.
specifically.
So okay, we're
removing
gonna do
myself
this.
from that.
We don't need to role play too much of the shopping. Just start thinking about a little shopping list, and I can kind of give you like a montage of what's going to go on. So who
Does the
needs?
limbs for Seraph count as shopping?
So Sereth, you find that a lot of shocked looks were directed towards Sereth as you guys entered. Not so much Yaslin, but Sereth specifically. Do you feel like it might not be a good idea to just tote him around town?
Yeah, that's why I'm asking you. We could just go buy the limbs, or do we have to take him somewhere?
You don't know. You have to figure that out. You have to
I would
ask
as-
questions.
You couldn't ask Happy.
I suppose
Ginger.
you'd want a doctor?
Yes, a doctor would be very helpful to get the limbs for our
What?
companion.
Isn't that guy from Menzo Berenzan?
He is a fellow
So-
prisoner who escaped with us and has helped us more times than we can count.
If he was, would that be an issue?
Okay, so remember how I said we are reclaiming Blingdenstone?
Right.
It was Menzo Berenzan that sacked Blingdenstone and killed everybody here.
Mm. So Sereth being from there is not favorable to them.
He's a soldier?
Would they be able to tell?
He kind of looks. I would say like the way Sarah's like haircut and kind of just like he absolutely looks like a soldier.
Right.
And here's the thing: it's very possible
He's giving off cop.
he's giving off not cop,
Military.
like military.
Yeah.
And
Like
remember,
undercover, but not really.
Sarah may have been alive when this happened
Mhm.
and may have participated in the sacking of
How long ago was it?
a couple decades ago. Yeah, like 60 to 100 years ago.
Very possible.
So, and you notice that Sarah is kind of like.
Right.
If we give him a makeover, would that be okay? Would that help?
Has anyone seen him yet?
Someone. There's
Um,
at the
Walk
gate.
through the town, yeah. We walk
Who
from
let
the
you
gate to here.
in?
Mr. Pickshine?
Did he see the Menzo Berenzanian?
We didn't try to hide him.
He made a comment that he probably needed to see a doctor.
La, 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 la. Well, I mean, you guys, you're in with Mr. Pickshine then. You guys are friends?
Something like that, I guess you could
Yeah.
say.
Acquaintances.
We're on talking terms.
You guys are funny. Okay, I'd say find a doctor and leave him here.
That seems to be.
I'll take good care of him. He's got 2 legs and 1 arm. I don't think he can do much to me anyway. Even if
Can
he
you
did.
recommend? Can you recommend where to find a good doctor?
I would check out any of the temples. That's usually where healers would congregate.
Well, Yaslin's now going to the temple with Jamich.
Does Yaslin have
Right.
anything Yaslin wants to buy though? Again, I would like to take care of all that at the same time.
Probably just some more gems for casting reagents.
Wait, what? Is there... Like, you have spells
Yes.
that have reagent costs?
Yeah, 1.
Okay.
Haven't used it yet, but thankfully.
Yeah, we can put that on like a...
Question, in Lindenstone, what sort of like rarity level of items might we find?
So, Blingden Stone would have uncommon. You should find most of, if it makes sense to find that type of item here. From a narrative perspective. And if it's rare, tell me what it is and I'll let you know if it might be possible to find it. You might have to do a little bit extra to get it. It might be more expensive.
Okay, so definitely uncommon, and then like case by case basis, rare items. Okay.
Yeah.
Do you want us to DM you our shopping lists?
Sure.
Now that we're going through it, maybe I should ask for one thing.
While they're
I'll be a
doing
minute.
that, Nicole is going to sort of turn to Jim Jar and ask, so you seem to get along, or you seem to have some sort of repertoire with the guards. I mean, you're from here, but
Yeah.
what did you do here?
Oh, I worked in the mines.
You were a miner.
Yeah.
This
Are you
reminds
serving
me of
alcohol?
Cora's adventure last time.
What?
Remember Cora's adventure
Oh,
last
yeah.
time?
Oh, yeah.
You're a miner. How are you serving alcohol?
Are you talking to Jim Jar?
Boo.
No,
I
it
thought
was a joke.
I thought you were talking to. Never mind.
I was talking
It
to Jim Jar.
the joke didn't land. Never mind.
Oh.
I didn't
Yeah,
say
no,
that.
I got it though.
Oh, if you're
I got
I'm
it.
sorry. I wasn't. Guys, I'm really tired and sick.
Understandable.
Are miners of high status here?
I'm not of high status. I'm just fronts. This is a small community. We've only been here for the last 10 years. I got here maybe 6 or 7 years ago. And we're just close. Take care of each other. That's why you
Is
can't be a dick. And he, like, looks at Anazira. Word travels fast here. Everybody knows each other.
Did
So
you get
how? Go ahead.
kidnapped from somewhere near here? Like, do we need to be on lookout for Men's of Rens and Drows?
I was actually traveling to a outpost called fuck, how do you pronounce it? Mantle Therith. Which is an outpost. I was actually escorting some product and we were attacked and I was captured.
So, given that you are a resident of here, what would you say would be the best way to not have everyone be angry at us? Nicole looks at Anasira.
Well, constantly trying to haggle a bunch of people who have given up everything to come here and reclaim their lost home is a good start. This is a very community-based place. All the homes here are assigned based on needs. We are assigned jobs based on needs. So that would be a good start. Probably just be nice. Especially, a lot of the gnomes here are a bit paranoid.
Uncommon. Ooh, I'm gonna get a few of these.
Okay.
In terms of Topsy and Turvy, are they going to be
100 gold.
welcomed?
Oh shit. I'm gonna put so many of these, bro.
Ellie, are you okay?
What? Am I fucking not muted?
No. Nope.
I'm
There's
gonna put
just,
so
like,
many of
mumbling.
these,
We just
bro.
keep hearing, I'm gonna need some of these, bro.
Can you guys?
Cora's voice
100
was
gold.
like,
Oh shit!
I
Can
feel
you
like
guys stop teaching Cora this slang? It's insinuating.
I just am imagining a parrot that's like mimicking
Mhm.
in men's voices this
Those
Well,
goblins
we're
were
all
bad.
the
around and
miners.
it's
She
Cora
picked it
in the
up on
corner.
her little stint in the mines.
Those goblins were a horrible influence on you.
They were gnomes.
He kind of looks
No,
at
the-
Topsy and Turvy. I actually, and they're off. They're not present. They're like over in the corner doing topsy turvy shit. I actually don't know if they're residents from here or what. They were were-rats, but they seemed like new were-rats. They weren't born with it. They were infected with it.
Well, I can assure you they're cured.
Sure. I just wonder who infected. I mean, there's obviously we do have a were-rat problem, by the way. There is a were-rats that live here. It's really interesting. They've lived here longer than the pioneers have. It is believed that they are the survivors who did not flee when Menzoberranzan sacked the place.
Can I
So-
do a check to see if I can tell like where we are in the lunar cycle?
Sure. Do you need it to be at a certain time of the lunar cycle? Because the DM has not been thinking about this.
We were talking about were rats, so I want to know if we're close to a full moon.
Oh. Maybe you are, but for were-rats that have already like embraced their were-rattiness, they can turn at will.
Oh,
We would have gone through multiple months
Yeah.
since they've been cured, wouldn't we? So
Yeah.
we should know that, yeah, they're cured.
Well, yeah, Topsy Turvy is cured, but if you hadn't cured
know
them,
some.
they would have become fully transformed, and then they'd be able to switch between forms at will.
So, what would the social status be of somebody who once was a rare rat but is now cured?
I guess they go back to the social status of being kids. I don't know. Do they have parents?
Not that we're aware of.
I guess they go to the status of being orphans.
Right.
We
Well,
could
that's-
ask them if the parents are alive.
He looks over at them. Yeah, you could ask him. I'm not asking him. Jesus Christ, dark.
We can just, rather than saying it like that, ask them if they have any family here.
Topsy Turvy.
Potentially.
No,
Yes, Mr. Jamich.
Mr. Turvy. Do you have any family that you know of around Blingdenstone?
Oh, we have a mom.
Oh, delightful. Do you happen to know where she might be?
He starts to like, his face darkens. And he shrinks down a little bit. And Turvy runs over and like starts touching his head. And
Oh.
something happened. I like kind of forgot about it. We've been on this adventure. A lot of rocks fell down. I remember waking up in a room. My shoulder hurt, and she touches her shoulder where there's a bite scar. And so we got up to go find Mom, and the other gnomes chased us. And we were outside. And then we got lost. And as she's kind of like talking about this, it's almost like she's rediscovering a buried trauma. And she kind of starts to get quiet. Then the drow came. I don't remember.
That's
Do you-
perfectly okay.
Do you remember your mum's name?
It was Mom. Just kidding. It's
A lot of kids, that would be
Valid.
true. That would be valid for a lot of
Valid.
kids.
her name is
Sorry.
it does. Shit.
I'm sorry.
Her name is Blinky.
Blinky.
Mm. Do you have any other family here?
Just Mom. We came here when I was little to Blingdenstone. She said it was going to be a fresh start.
Could you point out where you were living on a map?
Uh, do you have a map?
I look over at the bartender. Do you happen to have one on hand?
Oh, no offense. We do not share maps with non-Blingdenstonians. It is kind of a rule. This place is very much a fortress with lots of secret entrances, and it is imperative that nobody knows where these secret entrances are. So I'm sorry about that.
Jim
Okay.
Joel can help.
Yeah, we can figure out where your family is, kiddo. We'll check out the residential area.
Yeah. I think in the meantime, bringing this ring to Ruby's Rough is the priority. Shopping and library would also be prevalent for me, anyway.
Oh,
Briggs.
we don't have a library.
What?
No, sorry.
Everyone was telling me to go to Blingdenstone. Library's great.
No,
Dang
they
it.
said go to Graven Hollow. Library's great.
Oh, we haven't been to Graven Hollow yet.
No, sorry. We don't have a library. The gnomes here are not the most, they don't care. They sadly neglect their own history. I'm ashamed to say it's kind of a bummer. The gnomes here don't even know what the name of Blingdenstone. This city used to have a different name. They don't even
is a
remember.
shame. Is there anybody in power keeping control of this?
Yeah, there's someone in power. They're just in charge of the pioneers, the you know.
Pioneers.
Remember, we've been here for 10 years. We are reclaiming
no,
ruin.
I
Half this city is not even accessible. We're trying to
Dude,
dig out.
I understand. I'm just saying your culture is immensely important, and you have an amazing story to tell. Somebody should be writing this down.
Well, I think once they're finished digging out the tunnels, maybe they'll have time to write it down. But right now, all hands are reserved for hard labor.
Well, guess that makes sense. You can tell that Jamish is troubled that they're not writing their history down because dwarves are very adamant about their history is literally etched in stone.
Yes.
It's not going anywhere, and that for somebody to be like, yeah, we don't care about it is like.
Yeah, it's actually canonical.
It's like,
the people of
why?
Blingdenstone are not very
What are
good.
you hiding? Yeah.
They're not very good at keeping their history, and they seem to be more focused on the future than the past.
Yeah.
Could you imagine how big a dwarf library would be with all that stone?
How what?
How big it would have to be because of all the stone.
Oh, yeah.
Well, it's just a big giant tablet, and they write small, so.
What temples are there? I mean, we know about the Ruby and the Rough, but
There's
who's that too?
Ruby and the Rough, Segojin, Earthcaller. And then he says really loudly, the god of nature and gemstones.
Cora looks up.
Oh no, you said the words.
He looks back at
Oh,
Cora and gives Cora a little wink.
Gems?
Hmm.
Gems. Uncut gems.
Uncut gems?
Uncut, cut,
I have a whole bag of those.
blue,
Shiny.
red, yellow.
Where
You shouldn't be showing
Where
those,
from, Jen?
Jamish.
Where fine
Are there-
keys?
Well, we can go, and I'll show you.
Let's go.
Yes,
Got
want to
it.
go.
All right, let's go. And he leads you all out, takes you through the residential zone to a small little cavern. Let's see. Of course, it doesn't give me a physical description, so I'm just going to make one up. You enter this
Image.
cavern, and it looks like
Mm.
you're entering the inside of a geode
Mm.
with crystallized walls of ruby red surrounding the whole area. The light refracts, and it's like a giant disco ball, just casting little lights twinkling everywhere. You see very smooth carved like statues.
Cora tries to like pry some gems off the wall.
It's like trying to pull off a piece of a geode, like it's not gonna work, but you're there. And you hear a little voice. I just spent all morning polishing that. And a little like nervous young gnome wearing regalia is looking at you, just rubbing his hands uncomfortably.
Cora can tell. Very shiny. And then she takes like a part of her cloak and like shines the spot that she was like rubbing.
Oh, thank you very much. I am Glyphic. I suppose I am now in charge of the temple. And where is God damn you. He seems unexperienced and nervous, and Jimjo's kind of looking at him like, are you new here?
Yeah.
Yes, I had to take over, unfortunately. The previous cleric had a heart attack, and here we
Can
go.
Can I insight check that?
Sure.
Yeah, insight.
I want to see if they're telling the truth or not.
Yeah.
Glyphic in charge of all the shinies?
I run the temple. And as a
Shiny temple.
Shiny, yes.
21.
21 damage. You do think he's telling the truth. He is so young and unexperienced and just overwhelmed and anxious. He has to take care of the rituals, the day-to-day duties, and he is definitely in over his head.
Do you need help?
I mean, I could always hire more acolytes, but most of the workers are working, digging, so.
Cora work for free?
Oh, you want to work for free? Are you?
Yes.
Are you a cleric of Segogen?
What is?
Segogen. And he like points up at this like giant statue of smooth polished gemstone. That little it's of a male gnome. You can't really make out all the facial features, and because it's like kind of just shiny, glossy, just kind of vaguely like a gnome wearing long regalia, and it looks like he's like about to flip a coin.
Oh.
Is good?
He's a wonderful, good god of nature and of
Ooh.
the wealth of the earth.
I love nature.
Ah,
And nice?
very nice.
Good, nice, love shiny?
He creates shiny.
Cora is cleric of Segogen.
All right. Cora, I'm going to give you a temporary boon. I am going to give you a channel divinity.
Channel divinity makes shiny.
Your channel
Make
divinity
shiny.
you get one a day. Within a say 30-foot radius of yourself, anyone looking at you will be blinded because the shiny for a turn until the is it usually start or end of your next turn? Until the end of your next turn, it'll be an action. I'd say they have to make a Constitution savings throw against your spell save.
Against my spell save?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh shit, she's actually a cleric now.
It's
watch out.
just like a little, mini cleric. As
A
you
shiny
say,
That's
cleric.
what you guys think.
as you say, I am a cleric of Skojan. You feel like warmth fill your body, and the power of the shiny overtakes you.
Power of multi-class.
Power of shiny compels you.
Multipass.
Lucius, look!
What?
I want
What?
Lucius to be mechanically blinded by me.
Okay. She is so bright. A shining jewel.
She immediately uses it.
Not like I'm using it in a thing setting. I'm not like using.
Yeah.
You
You just use it instantly.
yeah, just immediately.
It's just like, did you put on different makeup today? You are so hard to behold.
That is an intense and instant power.
Kothar leans over to Nicole and just whispers under his breath, "Is it normally that easy for other gods?"
I don't know. I mean, I'm not a cleric.
Kothar, as you're kind of like, I feel like not jealous, but like she didn't earn this.
Yeah, I was like,
You realize that
Wait a
Glyphic
minute.
is so desperate for help that he's literally like, "Oh, you're a cleric. Yes,
Anyone.
you're a cleric." She's
Kothar-
not getting spell slots. She didn't like commune with Segojan to earn spell slots, but she's given this like channel divinity.
Kothar, after seeing this, will pipe up and say, "If you truly need a cleric, I'm at your disposal."
Oh,
Please don't blind me.
yeah, you know what? So I don't know if you know this, but Blingden Stone is haunted.
How so?
Well, and he gestures, and you see in the corner where a couple gnomes are praying towards like a little altar, a couple of them look like kind of blue and kind of see-through.
Oh, that kind of haunted. Huh.
So a lot of the ghosts of the people who got during the fall of Blingden Stone, they still linger here. Most of them are friendly. Some of them are very, very aware. Some of them are not so aware. Some of them are hostile. It's better to keep your distance, but don't be alarmed. Like if you see ghosts, this place is crawling with them. There's probably more ghosts that live here than actual gnomes.
So it's
In-
Lavender Town.
It's a ghost town.
What's Lavender Town?
Dude.
Just so I'm clear, it's the entire city and not just the temple, correct?
Oh, the entire city. Some places more than others. These souls have actually been sitting there praying to that altar for at least 8.5 years, maybe longer.
And
Doesn't
the
s-
previous cleric never thought to do something about it?
We kind of don't want to interrupt.
Okay, so forgive me for asking, but what would you expect me to do then?
Okay, so we have a ghost who works here. His name is Jadger. He's down in the catacombs, and he is the one who he often tries to put some of the ghost spirits, at least to rest the ones who want to be at rest, more the violent ones who are trapped, and often will want you to help, return their remains, that kind of thing. If you go down to the catacombs, he'll converse with you.
All right, so he's nice though. He's
Oh.
not going to attack.
He won't attack you, but he might yell at you. He's a little bit of a drill sergeant. He's a warden. He was a military. He died in the fall of Blingden Stone. Very bravely, I might add. He might tell you. He might talk your ear off about the war, and in my day, we survived off of tech and never slept, and you all are a bunch of weaklings, and you're so soft these days. Youngsters are so soft. Yeah, it's a little exhausting.
All right, we can.
It is exhausting.
Crowther like
Could
kind
we
of
get
shoots a
rid
look
of
at Jamich
us?
like, huh? And he's like, all right, well, we can go.
idea.
I can go have a discussion with him. What's his name again?
Burrow Warden Jadger. Jadger.
Oh, Burrow Warden J-A.
DG. Like Jagger,
Badger.
but D like Badger, but with a J.
Okay.
Jadger.
Jadger. Okay.
Gnome names are fucking wild.
Right. Oh, I almost forgot the reason we're here. I take out the ring.
Oh. He kind of looks at you like, explain?
This is as far as I thought I was gonna get.
We
This
would-
ring belongs to this temple, and we saw fit to bring it back. Does anybody?
Jim Jar pipes up.
Yeah.
It was the dead guys. He needed us to lay his soul to rest.
It was the dead guys. That's right. Thanks, Jimjaw.
Oh,
So many dead
Yeah,
people.
he had a bad end in the
He hands it
sacrificial
back.
pit. and we
bring
told
this
him.
to Jadger. He'll do his ghostly weird shit. I'm kind of afraid of ghosts, even when they're nice. So I'm gonna stay up here.
You're a
and-
cleric. I take the ring back.
Wait, no, Cora's gonna snatch the ring and she's
Okay.
gonna be like, Cora, cleric. Cora, do.
Or
Oh,
And
I
she looks
suppose.
at, what's his name? Glimmick or something?
Glyphic.
Glyphic.
And she looks at Glyphic like for approval. Like,
Would-
is this what clerics do?
Would you like some regalia?
Shiny?
It's
Fit her?
earthy. You
Gold.
look
That's
at
all
his,
the gnomes.
his robes are like the color of dirt.
Does it have like any sort of like gold thread or like accent or like anything?
I would say that it's got
Or
gemstone.
copper
It's got
even,
it's
okay.
got gemstone details, but it's not overly ostentatious.
That's fine.
Yeah.
She wants it. Yep. She
Okay.
does want that.
Maybe it's got like a geode design to it,
Oh hell yeah.
where it's like the outside cover of geode, but it's got like slashes that sneak open with like glittery shit coming out.
Yes,
So-
Clara wants.
He goes over to like a wardrobe, and you're about it might be a little tight on you. This is size for gnomes, and you're just a tiny bit bigger than a gnome.
She puts her hands up like kids like
He's smaller than you, so he's
Oh, okay, she
Nicole will
crouches
help
down.
him.
Yeah.
Nicole will help him put it on Cora.
Cora. Jim Jar is just kind of smiling at you like it's the cutest thing he's ever seen. Glyphic looks kind of relieved, and he feels appreciative that you are here. Y'all are giving him some good
Mm.
vibes.
Do you need any more help? I have some training temple stuff.
I mean, just honestly, if you were to help, it'd be a 9 to 5, if you know what I mean. I just need to run the temple. But talk to Jadger. He's the one that has the weird chores. But I need to stay here and lead our prayers and divide the offerings and, you know. Thank you.
Do you have any doctors in this temple?
What kind of doctor?
One for artificial limbs?
Artificial limbs.
Right.
I'll ask around. That sounds extremely specialized, and I might have to see. Like, we don't hold that.
Perhaps an
position.
engineer would be more appropriate.
You know, maybe one of the gnomes that came here,
Perhaps.
has the background in prosthetics.
Hopefully. We'll ask around.
All right. No, I'll. You know what? I'll get back to you. I'll make it a priority. Chimchar is like, yeah, the kid's in a bad way, you know. Just say I put in a good word and get someone here quick. They're staying at the Foeman Mug.
Well, with that, we can go help the ghost now.
Yeah,
Or you get back
he
to
like points to like an altar that has like stairs that go like downwards, like a catacombs. As you walk down, Cora, do you think you'd be at the front? You little cleric.
Oh yeah, she's leading. Like she has no idea where she's going, but she thinks that she does. Because she's decided like she's kind of in charge now of things in the temple.
Let's see. Okay, sorry, I had to read. This chapter is very all over the place. It's like triggering my dyslexia. You go down into the catacombs and you are following Cora, who kind of goes in a few circles a couple of times. It's a little bit of a maze, but she so confidently leads you. And after a time, when you all start saying, I feel like I've seen this coffin and rat skeleton before, a ghost pops its head through the wall right into your face and says, what are you doing down here?
Hi.
I don't
That'd
remember
be
seeing
spooky,
you
okay.
before. Are
Name?
you?
Cora, cleric of Segochen.
I have never seen a bird cleric of Segogen before. This is new. All right, interesting. Seems like they're getting progressive up there.
Cora have ring. Place or to rest.
He kind of like looks at it. Oh, yes, lost soul. Follow me. And he pops all the way out and with his hands behind his head just kind of like floats. And leads you to an area that seems to be kind of like a communal burial ground. And he gestures to a little kind of bowl, like altar that has like different trinkets, different baubles, personal effects. And he gestures there. That's where we put the bits that don't have the rest of their bodies.
Cora need say something? Do something?
Just put it in and give it
First time cleric.
first. I'm quickly trying to remember the guy's name. I'm looking for it.
Oh, I can also look in my notes. The guy's hand with like the creepy hand.
Pellic, that's
Yeah.
his name.
Oh, Pellic.
Yeah,
that's
yeah,
right.
yeah, yeah. You just kind of place the ring in there, and you all just feel like, just like a little moment of silence. And a little blue wisp kind of emanates out of it, and Pellic the ghost. Am I home? Welcome to Blingdenstone. You can stay or you can get the fuck out of here and go to the Golden Hills. It's really up to you. I don't give a fuck. Oh, thank you so much. And he like kind of cherubs off. Yeah, you're pretty good at this. You said it's your first time cleric?
Yes.
Oh,
First time.
maybe you can help me out, because there's a couple of Roman ghosts that are causing trouble. I need to get him back here.
Oh. For Segogen Shiny?
Well, Sogojin is the patron of this temple, yes, and he does dwell in the Golden Hills as the afterlife of the gnomes. But this catacomb serves anybody. It's kind of just for dead people.
So, as someone who is not taught in your ways, how do we get the ghosts to come back and pass on?
I need you to bring back the remains or personal effects of 2 specific gnomes. Are you listening? The first gnome is named Vazook. He has gone mad with grief. However he died was very traumatizing, and he's causing harm and threatening the living, which we cannot have. I believe his home is in the residential area. He has chased out many a gnome who has been assigned to that residence, and we can't have that. We are getting tight in here, especially since those damn gold whiskers are taking up half the town with their damn were-rattery. Now, the second that I need you to get is named Udshak. Sorry, Udhask. Udask? Udask. Udask, I don't know. I
Who
would
asked it?
Udask.
Boo.
The fact that I was thinking the same joke.
All of us were.
Adventures.
I was like, how can I make that into a who asked joke?
Who'd ask? Now, this might be a problem. He is in Rock Blight. Rock Blight is an area of Blingdenstone that we have not yet reclaimed. They say there is a spooky entity that haunts that area. And this spooky entity mind controls earth elementals and makes them go mad. Which is a problem because we use earth elementals to excavate half this place. So,
What kind? Excuse, Mr. Jadjar?
what kind of what? Excuse?
What kind? Spooky entity?
Oh, well, it's got a name. I can find that name for you. I hate this. This is like 30 pages, this chapter, and I'm constantly having to go back and forth and back and forth. I need to like rearrange all of this in a
Let me go through
document.
the annals of my mind to remember what this
They,
is called.
they need to
It's-
have like a you can just like electronic one. You can just this person is this, and you just click on it and.
I know.
Chat,
Where
while
is
we're
it?
looking, Streamloots, by the way, go to streamloots.com to redeem your Streamloot stuff to make it easier or harder for us now.
And it's so easy to do. You can just log in with your Twitch account.
All right, the spooky entity is called Ogremox Bane.
Sorry.
O-G-R-E with a thingy on top of it, like
Uh-huh.
Ogre. Mock, M-O-C-H, apostrophe S, Bane, B-A-N-E. Ogremox Bane. It is an evil soul from the elemental plane of Earth. And it haunts the Rock Blight.
And you said that was near Udask?
Udask, his soul lingers in that area, but you have to be careful. There's a lot of spooky stuff over there. Most of the gnomes are staying away. They are on strict orders not to go there.
Right.
And you know
Are,
of
are
any
we gonna
way
get in
to-
trouble if we go over there? Is that gonna be like an off limits thing, or are we just allowed to mosey on in and do our thing?
Maybe if you tell the king that I requested this of you, he'll let you go.
Point us
What
in the right
name
direction.
of king?
Yeah.
Oh, I am so glad you asked what the name of the king of Blingdenstone is. We actually have a king and a queen. Technically, they're not king and queen. They haven't been officially crowned, but they're the de facto rulers. And as soon as we've taken the place, they're going to get crowned. They're called Dorbo and Seni Diggermatic. They are the king and queen, adorable couple.
Egomatic.
Yeah, it's the gnome names, man. I'm called
you
Jadger.
say- Did you say doorbell?
Dorbo.
I heard
Doorbell.
Dorbo.
Doorbell.
I heard doorbell, and I'm like, wait, hold on.
That's
Is
a good
there any-
Kenku name. Doorbell.
I think we should visit the king and queen after this.
Be-
Sorry, Mad just
Before
corrected
that-
me. The Lord Stewarts.
Lord
I call it,
Stewarts.
look it, back in my day, there were a king and a queen. Now they're calling them Lord Stewarts or some shit. These fucking softies.
We will talk to Lord and Lady Diggermatic post haste.
Do you know of any way to deal with Ogmok's
Yeah.
Bane?
Yeah. You stay the fuck away. It's an evil entity from the elemental plane of Earth, and unless you can banish it somehow, I would not go near it.
Sounds like a pretty big job for a new cleric.
Lucius looked
I
at
look-
Cora.
I look directly at Cora, and then out of the corner of my eye, I look at Kothar.
Yeah. Kothar like gives like a covert thumbs up at Jamich, like I got this. When he does that, he's going to ask, are you aware, does the temple have any material components?
Sure, what are you looking for?
Just the basics, powdered silver, holy water, iron.
I'd say go talk to Glyphic. He's in charge of all that shit. Or maybe she is. And he gestures at Cora. But
Cora's actually been taking notes as been talking like, cleric stuff. Yeah, the basics, right? Yeah, yes.
yes, you can stock everything. They might even have some of the more expensive components. They might be willing to give them to you for free.
All right, thank you.
Absolutely. Thank you. These souls, they deserve to be laid to rest, the poor kids. They've seen enough and now they're suffering. And I think that it's time that their souls move on so they can see their families again.
Well, couldn't the same be said for you?
I can't rest until every ghost has met their peace, whether they decide to choose to stay here or they move on.
That's a hefty burden, and respect you for holding it.
Well, I don't need compliments. It is my duty. Now, if you don't mind, I have some rats to chase out of my area. And then he just kind of, I think he's like uncomfortable that you were complimenting him, so he just...
If a ghost could blush, yeah.
Oh,
It's kind
do
of
we
like,
hear an ooh-woo?
it's kind of like when you tell like a veteran thank you for your service and they feel kind of
Yeah.
like awkward by it, like...
Yeah, I have no
Virgo's a
idea how to
Virgo.
react when somebody says that. I just say you're welcome.
Virgo behavior.
Steven's like that too. He's like, okay,
I'm like, no problem, dude.
I did it
Pat him
just
on
for
the
you,
shoulder. Yeah.
so you wouldn't have to.
You know, next time somebody tells me that, I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna take him. I'm gonna like look him directly in the eyes, like pat him on the shoulder, be like, "Did it," and I walk away.
All right, are you guys ready to get your shop on?
Yeah.
I'm gonna go inquire about the material components first.
Okay, you go back up, you talk to Glyphic. He is more than happy to bring you to their stores and he replenishes everything. If you had like a specific material component you wanted to buy, right?
Yeah, and then I'm looking at material components for the job we're about to do as well.
Cora
And
also has some questions for him.
Okay. What is the cost of material components you're trying to get?
Everything?
Yeah, like what is your total?
200, 300. There's one more. I think like 350.
Is the total cost?
Yeah,
He'd be willing to
325.
325. He'll give it to you for half off.
Cool.
So he kind of like, I'd give it to you for free, but we're really low and I need to be able to replenish. But I'll sell it. I'll just give it to you for what I bought it for, kind of deal,
I understand.
wholesale.
Is that 175?
175 plus 175 would be
324. 162. Okay.
Cora, what are your questions?
Glyphic.
Mm.
Cora, I have question as new cleric. Want to know if have book or scroll or have knowing and brain about Ogre Mock's Bane
Let me see. I'm looking to see if there's any dogma.
I'm trying to find out specifically what kind of, if it's an aberration, is it like a
So
celestial something like?
yeah, so we don't have anything written on it, but let me look for the little writing on Ogrebock. This thing does not even have a stat block. It is a
How are we supposed to fight it?
like I said, unless you can just banish it to
Banish.
another realm.
Did somebody say banish?
I was thinking of taking that spell as well, but I didn't.
unless you have
Woo.
a way to banish it to back to the realm it came from, or I don't know, use a gust of wind to push them away, you can't fight it.
Cora does not like
I
that
don't-
answer. She's very
don't-
confused. She's like, I can fight anything.
I can't wait for you to shoot arrows at this thing and just watch it go
Yeah.
punk, 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 punk.
Yeah.
Aw, thank you, Catfish. He just kind of like, he's just, all we know is that any creature that has ties to the element, to the plane of earth, fall under its control. This is really bad because our temple is dedicated to creatures that come from the elemental plane of earth.
Right. Well, we'll do what we can. No guarantees, as always.
Cora
just-
promise.
Cora promised. All right, there we go. Better than what I was gonna give you.
Pinky promise.
Oh, he puts out his pinky.
I'm not doing that.
You know what?
The
Well,
case
damn.
is
I,
better.
I forgot. You deserve this. And he pulls out like a little badge. It looks like a Girl Scout badge. And it's got like Segojan's emblem, which is a little gem. I'll show a picture. In the chat, in the images. This is your badge. Boop.
She's so proud to wear that. She's literally so proud. She doesn't even put it like on the side. She put it, like right in center, like on her chest, like as noticeable as possible.
This
Looks
is-
very shiny.
You just gave Cora a shiny. That means you're her friend now.
Paradix, you're able to get those diamonds for half off in the temple. So, two for the price of one.
Okay.
Storm boomerang. I'm looking at your shopping.
Oh, yeah.
list.
Right. We should
want us-
probably get to our shopping then. And
Do you want us to send you to DM you
Mhm.
what we want, or are we just gonna talk about it?
You can DM me.
should we all go around and say what we want?
I'm
or are
looking
we-
at Poops right now. Yeah, DM me and then I'll just go to each of you. Okay.
Okay.
Let's see.
As we're leaving-
Streamloots, everybody. Streamloots.com. I'm sorry, Kothar, you were saying something.
Hi. As we're leaving the temple, Kothar is gonna walk next to Jamich, and he's going to say, "If we want to do this job, we're going to have to rest for the night. I don't have the proper spells prepared."
Right. I imagined as much. I don't think they were looking for a solution today. We should be okay doing that.
That's what I was assuming as well, but he's gonna like glance at Cora, who's probably happily skipping with her shiny, and he's going to say, "You know how Cora gets sometimes."
Cora's easily distracted. We should be fine.
Kothar kind of smiles.
Let's see. Okay, so far, Poof, I approve. I'm gonna figure out prices here in a second. So just remember the things that you want.
Jameich is going to go over to Cora and say, Cora, you have been given a big mission. But I want you to understand that we're also going shopping.
Shopping?
Shopping for magical items.
Shiny magic?
Every item that is magical has always been shiny for me.
Fajoli just gifted 5 packs of Streamloots. Click on the Streamloot link here. Let me do it. You can claim these packs. Thank you so much, Fajoli. You are so kind.
And my chat
Every
does
single
claim on
Streamloots
Starbucks.
pack is shiny.
Ooh.
Canonically.
Oh shit, Cora approves.
Hold on. I'm looking for the prices.
I go on to say, now Cora, Kothar gets very easily distracted with shopping, so your mission today is to make sure that Kothar stays on task and doesn't get distracted while we're shopping for shiny magical items. Can you do that?
Can you repeat that just because?
Yes, absolutely. Kothar, we all know Kothar gets really easily distracted. Your mission is to make sure they stay on task during shopping.
How
Can
could
you do
I
that for me? Just make sure if they're moseying off, going to like some other store that we're not going to, or you can tell when
Cora,
somebody.
stay with.
Right, you make sure Kothar stays focused throughout the day.
Yes. Okay. Yes.
Awesome. Now, do you promise to watch Kothar?
Yes.
Cool.
Okay. Should we take a quick break since Yeslin and Kothar?
I assume we
Yes.
were on our way for a 5-minute, yeah.
Perfect. Let's go take a break. My face is like massively sweating, so I need to like powder my nose.
No worries.
A nose of powder. All right.
The nose powder. Now to remind you all how my pricing is going to work, the DMG doesn't really give me great pricing rules. So what I basically do is
Economy's busted.
It gives me a range for each rarity. So I'm going to take the medium of that range. And if it is a commonly found item in this area due to it making sense being crafted here, it'll be a little bit cheaper. And if it's not, it'll be a little bit more expensive. And I'm just going to make it really simple. It'll never be more expensive than what it recommends at the higher end of the rarity, and it'll never be cheaper unless it is a reward. I think let's avoid like haggling and rolling and shit just because that takes for fucking ever. I'm not going to be trying to screw you out of your money.
Well, that takes all the fun out of it.
Getting a discount.
All the charisma characters are crying right now.
Literally.
All
Alright.
right.
I'll be right back.
5-minute break.
guys.
Yeah, I'll be back.
I want a break. Okay. Mm.
I see you all are writing. Very cool.
Riding?
Rioting.
Oh, rioting. Ah,
Rioting.
yeah, I had to go check on a dog.
Is dog
She
good?
was, well, she was just sitting at the fence barking at something and no idea why.
Yeah, dogs do that. My
I'm
dog
not
normally
used
never.
to.
Yeah.
I'm not used to big dogs.
Oh yeah. The big
And
dog barks can be intimidating.
well, it's more so I just wanted to see if she was okay.
Hmm.
And so I went out and checked, and yeah, she was just sitting at the gate, looking out there, barking at something. So I went over and checked to see what it was. Could just see someone down the street a bit and trying to get in a car or something. And then she noticed me after I got right next to her, and she walked back towards the house with her tail between her legs. And it's like, no, I can't.
Hmm.
I hate that I don't know how to deal with her because I have to
Mm.
leave her outside. Like the smaller dog,
Hmm.
she's inside because she's old and she's just gonna lay in her bed all day. But the big
Right.
dog, she is very young. I think she's not even a year old compared to the old dog, who is 16.
That's a big difference.
Yep. And she's small. She's a little Jack Russell cross the miniature fox terrier. So, yeah.
I have crackers and hummus.
I didn't have much food at the moment,
It's good
and it's
combo.
very hard to. Like, there's not a lot within range. I actually walked down to the local shop yesterday. They wanted $9 to 2 packets of what would basically be crackers. Closest thing to you guys would be crackers.
Mhm.
Or I could get these other things for 2 packs for $5. Now those crackers at another store that's like 20 minutes away, they were $1.75 each.
That's not bad.
I know, but what I'm saying is they're $1.75 each at that store, but they wanted $9 for a pack for 2 packs at this local store.
Mm. Probably a
So
convenience fee.
yeah. But the other things I got, which you wouldn't even, I don't even know, they're kind of like a potato chip type thing or something like that. Like potato chips, Doritos, things like that. And they were $5 for 2 packs, which I think is about not too bad. You'll probably still have them yet. Yep. Twisties. We got chicken and cheese.
Very cool. Well, chat, during these times, this is a good time to ask the cast any questions that you might want to ask us. So please go ahead and do so if you have anything. If not, I don't care.
Are you okay to relay those messages? Because, like I said, I can't really have other streams
Yeah.
open at the moment.
I can do that. If I have a question, I'll read it for you guys. Yeah, I feel like Nicole has been very. How does Nicole feel about being in the temple? Actually, I'm curious.
He has nothing against other gods. So
Right. But it's just
Yeah, I
like
should have.
it's just like okay, just another Tuesday type of thing.
yeah.
Oh,
I should have played more into the fact that Yaslin is. I guess she's more interested in surface gods than other
Mm,
underground gods. So it makes sense that she didn't get. Oh yeah, another god from
Mhm.
someone. She's probably heard about that god already.
If it were like a more, it sounds wrong to say a more deviant god, but
mhm.
either like an evil god or something that is more toward chaotic, I think he would be a little bit more on edge. But right now, I think he's fine.
Who's on edge?
Oh,
We're talking
Nicole
about
is
how.
not on edge.
Yeah.
It would be
Because
the god that we went to visit's temple of
Yeah.
was more chaotic or evil.
Mhm.
Oh, so more. I didn't realize this because I just pulled out Sogojin's
Mm.
little page. He's also his domains are nature, but like earth and gems, but also grave. So that is why the catacombs are in his temple. He is has something to do with laying the dead to rest.
That makes sense.
And he is neutral good.
That's cool.
So
So I don't know if you guys
I-
know this, but Jamage traditionally respects and worships Norse gods. That's what most dwarfs do. In fact, Odin in D&D is said to have made dwarves out of stone, and so that's why
I thought it was Muradin.
Yeah.
Mirrodin. You're right. It's not Odin. It is Mirrodin. Isn't Mirrodin still Norse?
No,
No.
the Norse gods are human.
Fuck what I just said.
Deities.
Then I lied.
Look,
No,
I can
you're right.
answer.
Mirrodin. I keep. Yeah.
if you want Jamich to be a worshiper of the Norse gods, you can
No,
make
no, 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 no.
Jamich a
I want him to
worshiper.
be. I want him to be traditionally dwarven gods.
You want him to be like the stereotypical Forgotten Realms dwarf?
Yes.
Okay.
Not. Well, yes and no. When it comes to worshiping deities, yes,
Okay.
he is very much like he was raised on that, and that's one of the things that he feels is like part of his culture.
Muradin is one
That
of the most
is-
powerful gods in D&D. Like,
Yeah,
because
he's like. Mhm,
he's
Go
a
ahead.
creator god. Not very many gods are creator gods.
mhm. So fun fact. That's kind of why Jamich, like Mirrodin, is somebody that Jamich looks up to, because of the beard, and also he like really likes stone and stone carving. He likes the fact that that Mirrodin made dwarves out of the stone, and
He has something called the Soul Forge. It is he makes souls out of the Soul
Right.
Forge, but he also lets other people use his forge because he thinks everyone should be creating.
right, and so that's kind of like I like to think that's where Jamich's magic comes from, because bards use creation magic as well. And so I like to think that Mirrodin he's like channeling Mirrodin's creativity through his own spellcasting when he does.
I love that. Yeah. So you being creative like that is definitely his cup of tea.
Mm-hmm.
So, Nicole,
Yes.
did you say that? Chris, I should say. Did you say Nicole is uncomfortable around chaotic gods? Because does that mean he's uncomfortable around
He's
Illustrate? Because she's chaotic good.
no. So chaotic in the sense of destroy the law and do whatever you want. Like chaotic neutral. It's sort of like a anything that is evil leaning or something that sort of usurps the word of law. But in this case, because Illustrate is not evil and not neutral, and she's going up against the chaotic evil or evil lawful evil Drow pantheon, it's slightly different. Also, he's not super familiar with your god. He hasn't heard anything from your conversations with Kothar, so he's sort of just neutral towards her.
Now we know.
Or you know.
Okay, so there's a Muradin in World of Warcraft and a Moradin in WoW. Flair's over here
Yes.
correcting my
Murden
pronunciation.
Bronzebeard,
Yeah, I'm like,
who
Yeah.
died very early.
he's a sparkly
it's-
boy now.
I
What?
believe it's
Oh,
spelled Moradin for
Yeah,
D&D.
so I googled it
Moradin.
and I got both of them. Moradin, Muradin is WoW. Moradin, fuck you, dwarves.
Wow.
Sorry, Flair. I'm like,
Wow.
I'm-
Now we know.
I'm
Now we know.
I'm still sick, so my head. I'm like trying to. I'm so angry at the way this chapter. Like I'm having to flip around and shit. And
That's why I was thinking Norse gods, because Tyr is also the warrior god of the dwarves, as well as of like he's like a Norse god.
let's
Yeah,
look
he's
at
Tyr is the god of law and justice in the Faerunian pantheon for dwarves. He's also the god of war for the Norse.
I don't see Tyr listed on the members of the gods of the Mordensamer. Mordsamen.
Well,
Hold on. Who is Tyr? Tyr 5'8".
he had a
Radiant
Morden
god.
had a strategic but friendly alliance with Tyr. I don't know. Maybe it's not specifically.
He doesn't look like a
dwarven-
dwarf. He just looks like a guy.
Yeah, he's human. Yeah,
He's part of the
human,
North.
definitely.
There is a Norse pantheon that
Right.
exists in
yeah,
Faerun.
the Dwarven Pantheon is separate.
The god.
He's
so
not part of that.
let me see what gods you might like, other than Moradin. Doug Marin, Brightmantle, god of scholarship, discovery, and invention.
Yeah.
Hanseath, god of war, carousing, and alcohol.
No, not that one.
Clangadin, Silverbeard, god of battle, valor, and honor in combat. And again, I think Moradin and the god of scholarship would be yours.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then there's obviously the Durgar gods are Laudiger and Deep Dwera. Which were worshipped in Grakostik. Alright guys, are you ready?
Yeah, sorry for being late.
Okay. So let's go down the list. I just got your message, Ellie. Sounds good. Okay. Speaking of Ellie,
Yes.
what rarity is Potion of Greater Healing?
That is uncommon.
Uncommon. You would be able to find that at the average uncommon price, which is, what is the price? 250.
250.
Yes, 250 gold.
Okay.
Let's see. The next thing. Arrows of Slaying. Is that uncommon as well?
No, those are rare items.
Okay.
So I figured, and they're pretty OP, so I kind of figured you one.
Right. What do they do?
So I remember we looted them one time, Lucius and I.
Mhm.
It's against a certain type of creature. It's a magical. It disappears after it has been used. But if they fail, if the creature fails their con save, they take D10 damage.
Okay, I'd say you'd be able to find them here.
Yeah.
But
very-
the type that you can find would be either against humanoids or
Whereas?
were-rats would count as humanoids.
You can make it very, very specific as well, if you want to make it very specific.
Blingdenstone would have them for against drow and probably earth elementals. So
Yeah, as long
Drow
as
or
he's the ones
elemental
against
and
Drow and that's the
Drow
way.
are humanoid though, yeah?
yeah, when Nicole said, when Kurtzy said very specific, I thought that's what you meant. Like,
Yeah, so like you can have arrows of dragon slaying and then arrows of blue dragon slaying. It's up to
mm,
you. It's up to you what to give to us.
Okay.
Are they different powers? Like
I was gonna say
Nope,
why would
it's
you
the
make
same
it
thing.
more
It just
specific?
narrows it down to what you can use it against.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. So if you want to make it very specific, Scarlet, that's okay. Cause
Yeah, I would say that in Blingdenstone you would find arrows that work against drow specifically, their ancient enemy,
Mhm.
and earth elementals, and you would be able to find them for. Does it say they come in a bundle or is it one arrow?
let me check. Because the name was like arrows of, so I assumed it was maybe like in a pack of 5, but I will check. Arrows of. What are they literally called?
They're called Arrow of Slaying.
Arrow of slaying.
I have them in my magic items.
Oof. I would say. I'm just gonna say for a pack of 3, you can get a pack of 3 for 2,500 gold.
Okay.
The high end for rare items is 5,000, just as a heads up.
There's no way I can hold any of these then.
Hmm.
No, the items that I was asking about are they're very rare, which is why.
Oh, very rare. Very rare items are more for levels 11th and higher, and you guys are level 8.
8.
Okay, so you'll have enough money by the time you're in that range, I think.
Right.
I think the cost of arrows is listed in the, let's see, adventuring gear 5e. Let me find it. Arrows. 1 gold for 20 arrows. Silver arrows.
So would Lucius be able to find 100?
You could find as
Arrows.
many arrows as you. Yeah, no problem finding arrows.
I just
You
sent
said
you
gold
another
piece
message.
for
Okay.
20.
Gold piece per 20. Let's see. Let me see. I'm looking for the cost of silvered arrows. 10 pieces of silvered ammunition is 100 gold points. So every
10?
for 10.
Okay.
So
I'll let you take care of that. J. Mitch, are
That's
you
me.
your rhythm maker drums? Do you want the uncommon, the rare, or the uncommon or the rare?
I'm looking for uncommon.
You want the uncommon, so the plus
Right.
1, not the plus 2.
Yeah. Well, I feel like rare is a little.
I-
Do they have both?
Yeah, it just depends on if you could afford it.
What's the price for the rare?
The rare would be 3,000 gold.
Um,
Uncommon would be
I
400 gold.
I believe I can do that with my platinum to get the 3,000.
You have enough. You
I have 156 platinum and 1,500 gold. and some
Perfect.
change.
That's so yeah. That's like
Yeah.
all your money. Okay. Yes.
Cool.
You can do that, and you can flavor it however you want.
Okay.
You had 100 platinum? I only have
think of the
66.
flavor.
You should have another 100 from last week.
Oh. Okay.
All have
Got it.
100 from last week?
Yeah.
Yes.
Check the treasury.
I didn't see it in
It's
treasury. I just saw a
always
golden
posted.
luster.
It said right above that.
Oh, I see.
Okay, I'll think of a way to fandangle this to
Okay.
make it Bard like
Um,
or chef like.
Pradix, what is your current? You have a rapier, don't you?
Correct.
Or what is it? A +1, or is it just a regular one?
+1.
+1. Okay. You can turn your Moon Touch Tilt into a. I should have prepared this.
We could always, like, it's going to be crafted into something. I could always leave it.
Yeah,
And
do
come
that
back.
because I would like to create you something. I think just making it a +2 makes no sense for you as a sorcerer. So I am going to try to homebrew it to match another magical item.
Yep.
That suits you. So that you.
I
Can
feel like it'd be either something to do with healing people or making a moonbeam.
I think
Which
yeah, I
is
think it'll
nuts.
be used as like a focus. It'll you can use it to cast your spells, and it would maybe add +1 to your spell attacks and your actually yeah, let's just say that it's going to add +1 to your spell attacks and +1 to your DC. Very similar to what J-Mitch's item does. And it will cost you 3,000 gold. With the platinum that you got, do you have enough?
I think she might be just short.
You know-
166 platinum and 1,299 gold.
You know what? Since you've been carrying this magical, like half of it, you're providing half of the component. Let's actually say it's 1,500 gold. Since again, you've been carrying half of the components of this magical item this whole time.
Okay, so only 16 platinum now.
Cool. Okay, so do you know how to add items yet?
I can do a bit of that at least. So what'd you say it has?
It will just
Plus
add
one
a +1,
DC?
+1 to your DC and +1 to your magical attacks. So like Firebolt, you'll get a +1. Oh, posture check. Thank you, Sex.
So does that mean +1 to, like, +1 damage or +1 to the difficulty to the saving throws?
Hold on. Let me see what the drums do. Attack rolls, not the damage, just the attack rolls.
Okay. Attack rolls.
And you'll use this as your focus. So, like, you know, when you're casting your spells, it's coming out of your moon sword.
So I cast Flame Bolt and it has a +1 to hit.
Yes. I will be able to add up an effect. If you, create the item, maybe edit the moon blade hilt or the moonstone hilt, and then I can go in and add an effect that as long as you have it equipped, it will affect you, automatically add that to your rolls. I just have to go in and do it.
And it would still be classed as common, or would that be classed as...
That will be classed as uncommon.
I'm not sure if it's going to let me... I think I have to change it from...
Don't worry about any
Because
of that.
it's in loot, I don't think I can add anything. I think I might have to actually add a weapon.
Okay, I will handle that after. Or unless you want to make it. Yeah, you just create a new weapon.
Well, I've taken down notes. I won't get it for a little bit anyway, so I'll do that
That's fine.
off stream.
I need to make more Foundry tutorials. Oh, you know how I've been invited? Did I tell you guys I got invited to play as a player in a game that Foundry VTT is running and streaming?
You were saying that.
Congratulations.
I don't think you've said it publicly yet.
We had our session 0.
Oh.
So I thought it was the community manager that invited me and is the GM, but I was wrong.
Mhm.
It's the creator of Foundry VTT.
Ooh.
Oh.
Yeah.
Ooh.
All them
Nice.
tutorials are paying off. Let's go.
That he said that's how he
Yeah.
found me.
I bet.
Because I posted my tutorials and he really liked them. So, yeah, the creator of Foundry VTT invited me to be in a D&D game.
Is that going to be
Interesting.
streamed? Because you announced that there was plans, but you didn't say what they were last week. So
It will be streamed. I don't know the details yet of how it's going to be streamed, but it's definitely going to be showing off some of the new. There's a new feature. So now I have an in on all the cool little features of Foundry. Now
Oh, very cool.
I can set. There's a status effect now called Invisible, and then there is a vision effect that lets you see invisible.
Oh, that's going to be good. We had an invisible character in one of my games the other day. So
Yeah, and it does a cool animation, like a cool ghostly outline outlines the invisible. If you can see the invisible, it's so cool. Yeah.
Awesome.
that sounds
Can't wait to see
amazing.
it.
Okay, who's next? Kurtsu. Are any of those rare or uncommon?
Adamantine armor is uncommon.
+1 adamantine armor is uncommon.
Just adamantine is uncommon. I'd be fine with just adamantine armor as well.
Okay, I think that might have an actual price. Let me look. Adamantine armor 5e. Maybe adamantine armor.
Or adamantine plate armor specifically.
This is saying adamantine plate armor would cost 2,000 gold. Why is plate so expensive?
As it's plate.
I think that it makes no sense to me. Like, from a mechanical standpoint, maybe from a lore standpoint, but from a mechanical standpoint, it feels.
Even normal plate armor is
Yeah.
like 1,500. So
It feels unbalanced. But do you have enough to buy it?
it would take everything that I own. But yes.
I will make you guys so rich as you go through here. I want you guys to start getting rich. I feel like my weakness as a DM is loot and treasure. And so a lot of you guys have just been my experiment of what a good amount of treasure to give is. I give you way more than the book wants to give. Do you not have gems and stuff? I know you guys collect gems.
I
that are
don't
worth...
carry gems.
Oh,
That
Cora
is
has
usually
all
the
the
entire.
gems.
Everyone else has not everyone
Yeah.
else, but it's like
Cora's
usually
been keeping them.
Cora or like
The
James
gems
or
are
other
there
people.
to be a form of currency. Because
Right. We got a bag, but we never really counted them.
in Raw, like, money has weight, and so you want to carry gems because it's like way to
Right.
consolidate your weight. Yeah. So how about you can get the adamantine armor.
In which case,
I'll see if
I
can
will
get you
give
this
my existing mithril plate armor to Anazira.
Okay, let me drag that onto her thing. She needs armor. Holy shit.
Yeah, she'll have the same AC as me then.
Perfect.
Well, not the same, but close.
She won't have the
Shield.
but
She has the shield spell.
yeah. Okay. I'm gonna drag your armor over. Mithril plate armor. Nice. She now has 18 armor class. Quite tanky. This is why Anazira bullies NPCs, because she's untouchable.
This is what Anazira would do if she kept track of her stuff and used it.
Exactly, Rudolph. It's tough to know what's appropriate, what's not appropriate. Because if you give too many magic items, then it's not fun anymore, because then it's not like, yay!
Yeah.
Would that hit as a +1 weapon in melee? It would need attunement. As far as being a +1 in melee, I'm going to say no, just because you're not going to really be using it to melee anyway, and it already is doing it for your spells and stuff.
Yeah, I just thought like I'm putting together the whole weapon at the moment, like
Okay.
while I'm waiting. So it's
You're
like
fine.
just want to get the details fine.
You're fine. Ellie, oh, I already did yours. I'm really excited, by the way. Buff, JTC. You absolutely can find. Oh, I have to roll. Oh, goodness. Okay, yes, you can find the Drift Globe. That's uncommon, right?
Yeah, both of those items are uncommon.
Okay, so I'd say the Drift Globe. The Drift Globe is going to be 300.
Let me get my calculator.
Okay. And then Robe is also uncommon. Also, I say both of them are 300 each. And let me
Okay.
roll for all the stuff. Holy shit. Okay. So it first has 2 of each of the following patches, and then I get to roll for the rest of it. This is going to be fun.
Yep.
Okay. Let me know when you're ready. Oh, and then I can give you all your own little journal. You know, before I roll, I'm actually going to do this because I think this will help everybody. I can make journals. Create journal entry. So I'm going to start with you, Kothar's journal. And you can add pages to this and do literally anything you want with this. And then I'm going to I haven't assigned it to you yet.
Oh, okay.
Okay, do you see it?
Ah, I see it. Kothar's journal.
I'm going to make a party journal that all of you can edit as well.
Oh shit! I also didn't know. Sorry, that +3 arrows exist. I'm just looking at like the compendium.
What is their rarity?
Yeah, let me look.
Okay. And they'll be like right down the middle as far as cost, I think.
Very rare. Okay, so what about a +2 arrow? Those are rare, and they are listed as 100 gold each.
100 gold each?
Yeah.
Okay. As many as your little pockets can afford. I'm.
How much?
100 gold each for a +2 arrow.
How much are potions of greater and superior healing?
What did I say?
So yeah, 254. It was potion of greater healing.
254?
Just 250.
250.
Yeah.
I don't have enough for that. That's okay.
Let's see. Configure ownership. Cora's journal. Create journal entry. Lucius. I should have done this before the game even started, but I took a nap instead.
Okay, I also took a nap.
I will say that I tried to add an effect to the sword, and it said unable to do it in this version.
I will.
So I'm just gonna have to.
I will do it. There's a special way to do it. It's kind of weird.
I was just gonna add it directly to Yaslin, but if you say there's another way, I'll just leave it then. I'm not having it on now anyway, so.
Okay.
I have a question.
Have to wait for.
Do you guys want to? Hear how I flavored my item to be more chef-like and less drum-like?
Yeah.
So it is now a recipe book called Cuisine Magic, a recipe for disaster, +2.
I love that.
Mm-hmm.
That's amazing.
Mm-hmm.
So Lucius is.
Go ahead.
Lucius is gonna see Nicole kind of like looking at the greater healing potions, and he's gonna see him kind of like go through his pockets trying to see if he has enough coin, and he's gonna come over and spend 25 platinum to get 1 potion of greater healing and give it to Nicole.
25 platinum? Oh, that's.
It's 250 gold. Isn't it?
Wow. Oh yeah.
Yes, 250 gold.
Oh.
You didn't. Thank
It's
you.
okay. We need our strength in our battles ahead.
That's so wholesome.
We'll all do our best. Thank you.
Also,
and he pets Lumi as well.
Oh, he goes. You pet him. Cora. So, I think I gave you my arrow of slaying, but it's still in my inventory. I was just making sure that was given to you a long time ago? Do you
So
remember
I
using it?
did use one arrow of slaying in combat. I thought that we both received one, but it kind of makes sense that maybe Cora, if that was
So-
the case. So,
if
anyways,
you-
I did use one. I don't remember whether or not it was.
So Lucius is going to give you his arrow of slaying, and he's going to delete it from his inventory because he was supposed to have done that a long time ago, but he forgot.
Aw.
Do we know what kind of arrow of slaying that one?
I
It was just an arrow of slaying.
It didn't say. I feel like I would have. It was probably.
It was looted from.
Gastone?
No. No, it was from like a big battle, I remember.
Was it against Durgar?
So
I feel like it may have been like with the cultists and stuff.
Oh.
Or
If it was the
like-
cultists, I would say it's an arrow of slaying, of Durgar slaying.
that doesn't sound right.
It might have been a beast slaying.
Oh,
Okay.
That sounds familiar in my brain, but I don't.
I feel
know
like
if
being
that's
a
correct.
ranger would be so fun to have like a whole collection of different slaying arrows that you're just thumbing
Yes.
through. Like,
yeah.
This one feels like this one.
I mean, I
I'm-
do
Don't even
have
have to
those
look.
homebrew bows that I gave you, Scarlet, but they're homebrew, so it's kind of
Ooh, let me
iffy about stuff.
let me see. Have you? Where is it?
That was like a long time ago.
Can
Here,
you
I'll
can you
just-
repost? Nature's Mantle. Oh yeah, Storm Boomerang. Yes, you could find that was uncommon, right? 300 gold.
Both of them are uncommon, yeah.
300 gold, and Nature's Mantle is more of a forest thing. I'm gonna say that's 400 gold because you're kind of not in the
So four-
forest. So 3
So
and 4.
400 for nature's,
Yeah.
300 for the boomerang,
Yeah,
the storm boomerang.
yeah, and how many are you like? Keep an eye on your attunement slots too, guys. If you can only have 3 attuned to at once.
Okay, let's see. What am I attuned to?
So while you do that,
I have goggles of night and masquerade tattoo.
goggles of night are kind of important when you're in the Underdark.
They are. They're very.
Can
So I
you
have one more attunement slot.
Can you use more than one spell focus at once?
Yes.
Can you?
Yes.
What are you trying to do? Do you have another focus?
Yeah, I have an astral shard, which when you use meta magic, an option a spell.
Oh, it just has
You
to
on this
be
round?
on you to you
Yeah.
just have to have it like
Well, it says it also counts as a.
it can
So
be.
you
Focus
can
as well.
use. Yeah.
I feel like those are
Okay.
for the rules. Like if I were to be a stickler for you have to have a focus in your hand and a free hand to cast somatic. Like when you play fucking D&D video games, and Pathfinder video games, it's so frustrating. It takes an action to switch your shit. You can't cast spells unless you have a free hand. It's
Welcome to Baldur's Gate.
oh my gosh, it made me so mad. I don't have the patience for that. Okay, so
Otherwise, you would need Warcaster.
yeah. I mean that does make
feat.
that feat important. What is the
The homebrews are all on the bottom.
okay, let me look at the
Back in a moment.
I'm gonna have to like look through this and like
That's fine.
pick it apart.
I'm not trying to buy any of that right now.
Okay.
Because
I'm gonna roll
I don't
the
think I could afford
useful
it.
items. That's fair. I'm gonna roll for the useful items, okay, Kothar?
Okay, I am ready.
Okay.
I have. How many is that?
9
Oh, okay.
pocket.
1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay,
Okay.
I'm also ready.
Okay. Now I have to roll D100 for each of the patches.
Do you have the
Oh my god.
thing up, or do you need me to read off of it?
I have it up.
Okay, cool.
Okay.
What if you just don't know any of them?
Yeah, what if I have to roll it at the moment? No.
And I'm just like, I'm gonna take this pouch off. Boop. What is this?
It's a
Wait.
bullseye lantern.
That would be so random. Okay, I'm doing this by hand. Okay. Your first pouch is 61, which is a potion of healing. 4.
Cool.
4 potions
Four
of
of them.
healing?
Is it 4 of them?
I guess.
Oh, okay. 4 potions of healing.
So
Cool.
you can pull like so that
One at a time.
Yeah.
Times 4 potions of healing.
96. A 2x4 window that you can place on a vertical surface that you can reach. What?
Wait.
Wait, what does that mean? Like it's like a
How
magic
does that-
window?
Yeah.
It's just like
Okay, so
is it
I'm
just
assuming
equal
it
for-
works the same as the iron door, which you can place in an opening you can reach. It conforms to fit the opening, attaching and hinging itself. I'm assuming the window works the same way.
I guess. Yeah. How many times can you use this?
It's just once.
Okay. I was like, damn, okay, you get a window. That's gotta be weird. I'm just imagining.
Quick, get
Lothar is
behind me!
now
I
just
have
a
a
housemaker.
window!
Okay, it doesn't say it's a one-way window, so imagine if you're trying to spy on someone and you pop it there and then they just see you all just gathered up.
Like,
I mean, you can use it to escape something.
Don't worry,
Then
guys.
That's
I
true.
can get
You
a
can
window.
open
Oh,
it.
Yeah.
you can open it if it doesn't necessarily need to go in an opening.
Uh,
You could create one.
a riding horse with saddlebags.
I found a cool steed.
Thank you. Huh? Did you just pull that out of your pocket?
Don't question it. Get on, quickly. We don't have time.
10 gems worth 100 gold each.
Wow,
Ooh.
that's another 1,000.
Are you
gold.
saying that can I just buy like 3 more robes of useful items? Did I just break the game?
No, you can only buy the
No.
one, okay? 2 mastiffs.
Hogs?
Medium beast, unaligned. Challenge rating 1/8.
Dude,
But they have a passive perception. They have a perception +3. It's 2 mastiffs. I'll get you those stat blocks. How many more pockets?
1, 2, 3, 4.
Okay.
Unless the mastiffs counted as 2.
Nope, that was 1 pocket.
4.
Okay. A pit, a cube, 10 feet on a side, which you can place in the ground, 10 feet within 10 feet of you. There.
Okay.
This thing doesn't have that many. Like the variety of this is lacking. You get a pit and a window. Okay.
I mean, honestly, the pit sounds cool.
Sounds like a hole.
Let's see. Hold on. I'm trying not to get doubles.
I mean, you can have doubles though.
That's boring. A bag of 100 gold.
All right,
I'm
I'm
just
gonna,
getting more money.
Yeah, I'm just gonna add that to my gold and delete a slot.
Okay. An iron door, which is 10
Cool.
feet wide, 10 feet high, which you place in an opening and it conforms to fit the opening, attaching and hinging itself. How many
You're
more do you
building
have?
your own cabin.
One more.
You have
Just build
a
your own
pit,
cabin in the woods.
a pit, a window, and a door.
Everybody, I can solve this problem. I pull out a door, a pit, and a window.
This is some strange puzzle.
A silver coffer, 1 foot long, 6 inches wide and deep, worth 500 gold. This isn't a
More money.
this isn't a robe of useful things. This is a robe of cash.
Okay. So I would like to
I
sell the
think-
silver coffer and buy another robe. DM, let's roll.
I mean, I think those are meant to be like spell items, like material.
I think silver coffer is
a very
sil-
specific one.
yeah. I'm
Why?
curious
Why
now.
would this give me one specific spell? Like
I mean,
I detest this roll table is kind of weird. Some of the things are cool, but some of them are dumb. Like it feels like whoever made it was just like thinking off the top of his head and didn't like do a second draft. They were just like, eh.
Also, I'm unable
Okay.
to find magic items in the tables, so I'll probably have you add it later.
You're unable to find magic items in what tables?
compendiums. I can't find.
Oh, the
Storm
compendiums don't
Boomerang and
have
stuff.
they don't have the magic items. I'd have to input them.
Apparently, the silver coffer doesn't exist other than in the robe of useful items.
What is it for? Oh, is it that rare? Wait. What is the silver?
Yeah,
coffer?
when you Google it, it just that's all it comes up.
So it's just for money. It's not a spell component. It's just for money.
I guess. Can I just sell it?
Yeah.
Okay.
You have more money. Get rid
I've
of that.
made back all the money that I've spent today.
It's like a gambling game. Does anyone? No, there's only one in the whole city, and you bought it.
Yeah.
Surprised Jim Jar didn't get it first.
And no. I have the gems. Oh my god, no, I made money from this purchase.
Would they be willing to pay more for gem?
Why would they pay? Wait, more for the gem, more than the value? They would pay less for the gems because this place
Because
literally,
it's abundant.
literally export gems.
But mine are very shiny. I don't know if you understand.
This place is
Fair enough.
literally called Blingden Stone because bling.
It's where she belongs. Truly.
Do you want to sign up for citizenship?
Yeah.
This is
where
Oh,
Cora's
she's
art
pretty
ends.
cleric.
She's just like,
This is where Cora sets her Hearthstone in.
yeah. Exactly.
yeah.
Return to
Oh, I
Blingdon.
want to describe to you.
That's a Hearthstone
You
reference.
guys
by
are
the
in the
way. Wait, World of
bazaar.
Warcraft.
Hold on, I want to find it
World of
where it
Warcraft.
is called. I should have explained this to you again. I really am dropping the ball here. Where is it? Trader's Grotto. This is a grotto with giant petrified mushrooms that are creating like little umbrella canopies with little waterfalls falling down and creating little pools. There's like moss on the rock. There's like, it's so nice. It feels like you're in Vegas right now with one of those like really themed shopping areas with water features everywhere. Bubbling water. It's just so nice. But yeah, giant like petrified mushroom caps are kind of like covering the stalls. So it's really nice. Does anyone else have shopping that I've missed?
Potentially,
Okay.
but you can go on.
Wait, what did you say?
Said potentially.
Oh, tell me.
I'm trying to see what the cost would be.
Just tell me what the rarity is.
It's an uncommon tattoo, spell rot.
Spell rot tattoo.
I would trade it for a masquerade tattoo. essentially.
So you're gonna get your masquerade tattoo removed and swapped out for a spell rot.
Yeah.
Uncommon.
That would
300 gold
for tattoo.
for uncommon.
All right, I will do it. I will have to look up a third level spell.
Uncommon gives you a 3rd level spell.
Yes, one.
Oh, for to one. Oh, okay. So the spells available
One.
are gonna be dependent. They have to be earth in theme.
Earth.
Earthy or gemmy or excavation-y. I wish I came up with like a list.
Sounds good. I'll go ahead and look up a earth
Okay.
based spell.
All right. We have like 10 minutes left in this session.
Mm-hmm.
So I think we should just kind of wrap up a little bit. That way I can have a great narrative prepared for you next week. I didn't do a very good job this week. It's been a busy week.
I think that a shopping episode was much needed. So
Yeah.
It's so fun.
stop putting yourself down. You're a great DM.
Yeah, what the
That's
heck?
nice.
Exactly.
Idiot.
What the heck?
Sorry, I just like I love making it narrative and everything. I had to prepare. I DM'd yesterday for Dark Dominion, and I made their poster, and I was sick the entire week.
Aww.
So
Sick as fuck.
yeah.
Hey.
So this is kind of like the in-betweeny. Pick up your quests.
Meet the NPC.
Meet the NPCs. Cora gets her regalia. We're all
Yeah, that-
Sagodin stands.
Horror heavy episode. We love to see it.
Let's do some golden buzzers. Cora.
Yeah, for golden buzzers.
Mhm.
I liked Sassy Pants
Sassy Pass who?
Kothar.
Oh, yeah. Oh, because he was like, are you sure you're a cleric? It's just that
Yeah.
easy. Come
Yeah.
on, I've trained my whole life.
Trained my whole life. Are you sure it's that easy?
You guys
It's
will
just-
notice it's not.
Gem. It's this really like, it's a mini channel divinity.
Oh no, I'm fine with it. Kothar's not though.
I know. I think it's just cute. I just like how you're just like, I am cleric of Sagoj.
Didn't even ask the god. Just I am your cleric now.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And he humored her. Lucius.
I liked Sassy Cora, and the Cleric Cora, I guess, is more apt.
Oh, and I want to say, since we literally nobody had to roll anything today, so those of you who have a golden buzzer from last week, I'll let you guys carry it over to next week, just because I feel bad. Like, literally, we didn't roll a single time. I don't think.
I rolled insight.
That's true. You got some insight. That is true.
That's the only roll.
Yeah,
I'm pretty sure.
this was definitely like a segue
Yeah.
thing. Okay, J-Mitch, who are you giving it to?
I'm gonna give it to Nakul because they showed up in really shiny armor today, and they honestly didn't get a lot of words in edgewise, but I respect the fact that Nakul is the strong and solemn type.
Aw, Nicole.
I was gonna say J Mitch. For the sort of what is it? Reining in Cora from going crazy roleplay wise in terms of like you have to follow Kothar, but really you're trying to keep Cora in check on shopping.
Yeah.
I love
If
that.
Cora's in charge of something, she'll take it way more seriously than if somebody is watching Cora.
Yep.
Yes.
True.
Yaslin.
Oh, it's so difficult. I think I'll go with Cora for the cleric stuff. Being a cleric, all that interaction was great.
Kothar.
I'm gonna give it to Lucius for buying Nicole the healing potion. That was really nice.
That
Sure.
was really nice. All right, I think Cora got the most votes, but you all did really well. That was a pretty spread golden buzzer,
Yeah.
so that means y'all did a good job. Thanks for
Someone who didn't get a vote, I say the others should get half a golden buzzer as well.
Who
Yeah,
should?
we get half
Everyone who got a
inspiration.
vote get half.
Yeah, how
an
does
inspiration.
how does
I don't know.
inspiration work?
work?
Half
I don't know.
inspiration.
Can only roll half a dice?
I
don't
will
know.
say for the next session, if any of you, other than Cora who gets an inspiration, if any of you roll a nat 1, you can re-roll it one time.
Each
Okay.
or all of us have
Each of
to
you
pick
get
one.
each of you gets one of those.
Okay.
If you get a nat 1, you may re-roll it. How's that for an inspiration?
I want that's amazing. First of all, second of all, I want to make sure that I added this detail in the entire time we are shopping. J-Mitch does not take his eyes off of Jim Jar a single bit. He's watching him at every move. He's not stopping him from doing anything, but if he sees him interacting with anybody else, he's trying to listen in.
What are you
and
suspicious of? Like, is there something that's
J-Mitch is suspicious of Jim Jar coming to Blingden Stone, and potentially doing something to harm the party.
Gotcha.
J-Mitch doesn't know if that's the case or not, but Jimjar's been acting suspicious lately, and
I like how
J-Mitch doesn't like it.
I mean, he might be acting suspicious, but like from
Right.
my perspective, this is really
The first
just
time we've
yeah. I've never role played as him before, so it's just
Mhm.
him being suspicious is just literally him existing.
Right.
Well, he
But-
did have that little message thing with the guards at the start. I think that's where.
Yeah, he
So-
did. He did whisper to the guards, and J-Mitch just wants to make sure that he doesn't put his guard down around Jimjar.
Okay, I'll keep that in mind.
Nicole will also be watching Jimjar, but because he's curious about him now, he's like, he doesn't seem like a nobody, but also we don't know anything about him. So
And-
he's like a good curious.
Yeah, and you don't know much about how Blakdenstone really works.
Mhm.
So, yeah, it's a small town. It's a town that used to have a lot more people in it. Like, I feel like 10,000 people
Mhm.
could live here, but only 300 people are living here.
Mm.
Anyways, you guys did amazing. Thank you for the nice chill session. I appreciate
Yeah.
the relaxation. You are all beautiful. Remember, if I need to add anything for you, just remind me in DM so I can get to it. And I'll try to have that done
Yeah.
before the session. I usually get most of my work done the day of the session because I have like
Mhm.
8 hours of being awake till the session starts to get everything done. Because now Leo's really good about playing by himself. So I can actually be on my laptop doing shit. It's amazing. Yeah, and I'll probably be playing some World of Warcraft this week. Ellie?
With your gal pal elephant.
Yes.
Are the
So,
rest of us
yeah.
allowed to invade?
yes. It's
I also made invade.
Yay. Okay, so guys, just so you know, it is pre-expansion. So like nothing serious is happening right now. We're just like leveling characters and doing dungeons and just figuring out stuff.
Speak for yourself. I'm taking it very seriously.
Making a very serious RP character.
When
Yeah.
if you
I only
guys
RP my
want,
paladin.
if you guys are on my server, let me know. I can invite you to my guild.
You can actually make a community that can have anyone from any server
I think
What?
I
as well.
yeah, I have it
And
'cause I
that
know
faction.
it's from like last
It's
expansion.
it's from a couple of expansions ago, yeah.
Yeah, I
Oh,
can add
shit.
you guys to my community
Mhm.
if you want. And I think you could belong to multiple communities.
Yeah, there's two different types. There's one where you join per account, there's another one where you join per character. So as someone who streams, you might want to do the per character one. It's up to you. Don't decide which
Okay.
one. So that way you can be on characters that people don't know.
Yeah. But just so you guys know, because Steven and I have a pretty limited schedule, we won't be able to like I would just recommend leveling when you can, and when we can get together and do stuff, we'll do stuff. But like Ellie knows, I've had to like we haven't been able to play last week just because our schedules have been not aligning. But
Well, I'm gonna level up my paladin. And go
Paladins
from there,
are
I am on your
awesome.
server. Yeah. So
excellent.
figure
All right,
it
out.
guys.
Anyone wants my bayonet, just ask. Because yeah, I play it all the time.
Put it in our Discord.
put it, yeah,
Oh yeah, I can do that.
All right, guys.
we'll all do it.
I love you
Okay.
all. Bye.
Bye.
Okay, guys. Oh, I'm so tired. Thank you for the chill session. It was a very chill session today.